The little boy was found in a box naked with his skull smashed to pieces. For 65 years, his identity went unknown. This is the case of the boy in the box. For 65 years, he was a ghost haunting the archives of the Philadelphia Police Department. He was known only by a clinical, tragic moniker, the boy in the box. Found in February 1957, his small broken body was discarded like rubbish in a bassinet box in the Fox Chase section of the city. For decades, he was Philadelphia's unknown child. But in late 2022, the silence was finally broken. His name was Joseph Augustus Zerilli. The scene discovered by a young muskrat hunter on that frigid February day was one of visceral, quiet horror. Inside a cardboard box from JCPenney lay a child no older than 6. He was naked, wrapped in a cheap flannel blanket, his skin waxy and blue against the winter air. But it was the state of his body that told the story of a life defined by cruelty. Joseph was severely malnourished, weighing only 2 stone, roughly half of what a healthy boy his age should have weighed. His skin was mapped with scars, some surgical, but others far more sinister. He bore the marks of a life spent in the shadows of abuse. Most hauntingly, his hair had been crudely hacked off. Clumps of brown locks still clung to his chest and shoulders, a desperate post-mortem attempt by his killer to disguise his identity. The medical examiner's report painted a gruesome picture of his final moments. Joseph had been subjected to multiple blunt force injuries. His small frame was covered in contusions, but the fatal blow was to the head. The impact was so severe it caused massive intracranial hemorrhaging. He hadn't just been hit, he had been beaten to the point of systematic failure. There are also signs that his body had been kept in water shortly before or after his death, as his fingertips were deeply wrinkled, a detail that led investigators to wonder if he had been drowned or bathed to scrub away the evidence of his struggle. For 65 years, the lead went cold. Joseph was buried under a headstone that read, "Heavenly Father, bless this unknown boy." Investigators followed thousands of trails, rumours of foster home abuse, psychic visions and fringe theories, all while Joseph's DNA sat in a lab waiting for technology to catch up to the crime. Through the power of genetic genealogy, the fog finally lifted. Joseph was born in 1953 to a family in West Philadelphia. We now know his name, but the identity of his killer remains a shadow. Both of his biological parents are deceased, leaving behind a void where a confession should be. While his name has been restored to his headstone, the how and the why remain locked in the graves of those who failed him. Joseph was a child who lived in pain and died in terror, discarded in a box by a world that refused to see him until it was far too late.